and Tournament Manager of the EHA tournaments. For live streaming, video production, content management, and tournament management, check us out at sportscontentmanagement.com.
Savell. Bear with me as I learn a few of these lines as we get started. Early going, Corona keeps it in. A lot of pressure on this shift. Pressure applied by Edina. Woodbury breakout stunted as Edina keeps it in. Finally winds up onto the stick of MTL. He gets it to the blue line, not out. Second time's a charm as this one's cleared by Dressler. Out to the neutral zone. A little deke and a dangle. Wenshaw enters the zone. Goes far side, pulling it out of the skates onto the stick blade with a shot on goal. Nice play there by Larson. Breakout opportunity through Gustafson. Brings it out to the neutral zone. Kept in right at the red line and dumped the length of the ice. This is Dressler. Woodbury finishes a line change and now tries to establish their forecheck. Head of steam through the neutral zone, taking it wide. This is Arthur. Arthur runs into a little static along the wall. Nice defensive play there as he's stood up by Luberts. Oh, turnover in the neutral zone. Overskating the puck just a tad as Crom gives Edina a chance to break the other way. This is Liam Lynch. Lynch enters the zone. We get Gustafson off, or Mickelson offside, and we'll get a face-off. Bear with me for 1 second as I complete building out our line chart. This is John Conley here. Edina. Bob O'Connor Classic. get another whistle. Flynn in the face-off circle. Wins the draw, dumps it down to the corner, and Edina establishes their forecheck. Kept in along the point, left side, D to D, played over to Burns. Burns with the shot. Good chemistry there between O'Reilly and Burnside back on the point. Woodbury manages a breakout, chips it out to neutral zone. They're in pursuit, pinning O'Reilly back in his own end. A regroup opportunity for O'Reilly. Taking it up near side, he uses Mickelson as the breakout option. Mickelson tries to dangle into the middle, but great defensive play there. Husebo with the steal and fires a shot just wide. Now Husebo is content to go off for the line change. 6:29 remains. 12-minute periods here for the championship of the O'Connor tournament. Games are going to be going a little quick. I want to thank everybody for watching. Breakout opportunity. Burnside straight up the middle. Now it's O'Reilly. Edina able to get their sticks on it momentarily, but can't quite clear the zone. Great pressure from the Woodbury forecheck. Mickelson runs straight into Alcides. Alcides can't keep it on his stick for long, and now Flynn tries to go the other way, eventually broken up. Good play there by Larson. Larson fights a battle along the wall, gains the zone, but loses possession. Here comes Quinn the other way. Or Flynn, I'm sorry, that's Flynn. Larson out to neutral zone. Tipped in by the Edina defender, and we'll get a stoppage of play. Just about done recreating the line chart here. A couple more numbers to jot down. Usually takes a few shifts into the first period, and today I will have finished this about midway through the period. Hopefully be a little bit more familiar with the players as we go. Beautiful save there. We're still scoreless. Lichtenberger with the glove save flashes the leather, and we're still tied at 0. Through the neutral zone, Hagen pulls it over to his forehand. Nice active stick there by the Woodbury defender, and they manage to stop the Edina attack, chipping it back out to neutral zone where they eventually steal and gain possession. Shot on goal by MTL, steered aside by Edina goaltender Lichtenberger. Powering down the wing. Running into the defender, a great defensive play there. Dressler stands him up. They chip the puck ahead. Entering the zone is Wenshaw. He goes over to his forehand. This one hits the side of the goaltender and bounds up over the crossbar. 4 minutes, 30 seconds to go in the opening session. We're still scoreless. Wenshaw, spin and shoot, but not able to get enough on it, and Edina's going to have an easy breakout. Hagen, he works the far wall, chips it up ahead, and looks like he plays it to Austin. Austin, another one of the players with his jerseys tucked. I'll do my best, folks, but it's not that easy when you can't see the back of the jersey with the numbers. Corona at the point, big wrister, gets knocked down in traffic. That one had eyes on the corner of the net. 4 minutes to go in the opening period. We're still scoreless. Powering in on the right-hand side, Husebo spinning, gets it over to Larson. Larson with a shot that gets deflected just wide. Breaking out for Edina, this is Arthur. He's going to choose the skate option. Ends up getting ahead of his line mates and entering the zone. Cuts over to his forehand. Arthur, big wrister, and it tips up. Great defensive play there. Looks like Christensen on defense. Christensen with the active stick, tipping that one up over the crossbar. Arthur with a big wrister. This one goes just wide. Kept in at the point by Arthur. Out to neutral zone. Corona grabs this one. Plays it just a little bit early across the line before Hagen can regroup. We'll get an offside call. 3:07 remains in the opening period. 3:07 remaining first period. We're still scoreless. Scratch today. Not suited up for Woodbury is number 18. Tender for today's game. Edina with 14 skaters. They'll be a little more rested. We'll look for that maybe to make a difference in the third period. Beautiful play there. Tomashka was screened, but he found it. Ended up blocking out outside with his right arm, triggering the breakout. Nice shot there as he lost his balance, but still got it off. Big shot from Wenshaw, steered aside by Lichtenberger in goal. Breakout opportunity for Edina. They decide they're just going to throw it the length of the ice. This one's going to go for icing. We get a whistle coming back all the way down to the left side. Face-off comes to the goaltender's right. Face-off comes to the right of Lichtenberger. Shots on goal pretty even at this point. Edina with 5, Woodbury with 6. I think that's really been the story of the game, is an even, well-played, competitive game thus far. 0-0 on the board, and shots are roughly equal. Great effort along the far wall. Edina powering down the left side. I think it's Hagen. He eventually lost the puck, turnover the other way, entering the zone all by himself. Doesn't have a lot of help. Is 59 Christensen, one of the defenders, triggering the rush for Woodbury. Reminds me of Brian Leach. Vose enters the zone. There's just 1 minute to play in the period. Vose pulls up. Little drop pass for Austin. Now he leaves it to Burnside. Burnside fights a battle. Chipped out to the neutral zone by Crom. Good defensive play there. Crom, just one of the many players on Woodbury that seems to have really brought a lot of effort today. Really brought a lot of effort. Oh, Burnside got engaged with number 87, Husebo. Ended up taking him down. No call. Physicality's even picking up late in the period. 30 seconds to go, and this shot harmlessly goes wide. Crom had a defenseman job his stick right as he went to release it. Trying to get pucks down into that dirty area. Husebo got a stick on it, but again, an Edina defender jamming it a little bit, preventing them from getting a good shot on goal. This one's out to the neutral zone, grabbed by Hagen. Hagen enters, he's got Austin in the middle, fighting along the far wall, but great defensive play there by Christensen. That'll do it for the first period, folks. 6-5, the shots on goal. Woodbury leading 6-5, Woodbury leading 6-5. And we'll take a minute break here, be right back with the exciting second period action. And we're back for period 2. Stepping into the face-off circle is Alcides. He looks across and he sees Flynn. Flynn's joined by Savell. Excuse me, that might be Lynch in the face-off circle. Yeah, that's Lynch, I'm sorry. I'm able to see sometimes one of the numbers on the arm sleeve and not realize the 2-digit number. Breakout opportunity. Pulling up at neutral zone, that's Lynch. Lynch runs into a stout defender. Great play by Dressler. We're still scoreless if you just joined us. This game is 0-0. First period, still scoreless. Chipped out to the neutral zone where it's thrown back in by Larson. We'll get a stoppage of play with the offside call. 11:24 remaining. 11:24 remaining in the second period. Championship Sunday here from Braemar Arena. Squirt C final between Woodbury and Edina. Wenshaw tries to work it right up the middle, but he loses the puck in the process. And Strong on pursuit, he gets it right back and back one more time, looking to find a way to trigger his shot off, but can't quite get enough of it, and will come out to neutral zone for Edina. Another opportunity to gain the neutral zone. Lynch tries to take it far wall, but runs into Greenbaum. Greenbaum stands him up. Great play there to pinch at the blue line. Nice shot coming in high. Huge save. Wenshaw was looking top corner. Huge save there by Lichtenberger, and we're still scoreless. This is John Conley here. Tommy Hench is operating the camera. John Sands, our producer, having a lot of fun here for the Championship Sunday. Brought to you thanks to the Edina Hockey Association for the 33rd annual O'Connor Tournament. Mickelson trying to get out of the zone, but great active play there. Great active play there at the blue line. Keeping it in, that's Greenbaum. Chipped out to neutral zone. Flynn got Mickelson in the middle if he can find him, but hounded. That's a great play there by Greenbaum on defense. Really credit Greenbaum. He's been all over the place this shift defensively, making it very hard on the Edina in white. Puck is left onto the stick. Larson, his shot goes high and bangs off the glass. Schmitz tries to work a breakout. No winger there, kept it at the point. Good play by Christensen. Christensen throws it down into the corner. This is O'Reilly. O'Reilly plays out to the far wall. Oh, losing his footing at the wrong moment is Greenbaum, triggering a 3-on-1 for Edina. Here comes Mickelson. They blow it down offside as just a little overeager, jumping ahead of the play. One of the Edina wingers, Schmitz, gets in just a tad offside. We'll get a face-off out at the neutral zone. 9:44 remaining in the second period. We're still scoreless. Breakout opportunity. They play it to Luberts. T-bone, they call him. Luberts headmans the puck. Streaking through is Anderson. T-bone and T-money hooking up on this shift. Breakout opportunity along the far wall for Edina. Pass doesn't connect, goes the length of the ice, and this one is right on goal where it's covered by Tomashka. Tomashka throws it into the corner, breaking out for Dressler. Pardon me just 1 second. I got to take care of some technical issue. 9 minutes to go in the second period. We're still scoreless. Voss through the neutral zone, gains the red, gains the blue, takes it wide, looking for a trailer, can't quite connect on the pass. Oh, it's played back to the point. Here's Corona. Corona with a wrist shot. This one whistles just wide. This is played out to the neutral zone. Grabbed, entering, actually not entering is Wenshaw. A little bit overeager. We had a winger in across the blue line. Larson caused Wenshaw to hold up at the neutral zone, kept possession for an awfully long time. Now triggering a breakout the other way. 1-on-2. Fighting to his backhand. Hall with a shot that whistles just wide down into the corner. Played by Bose. Bose out to the high slot. Triggerman unable to get the shot off. Breakout opportunity for Larson. He does gain the neutral zone, but loses the puck. Corona throwing it right back to Larson. Here comes MTL. MTL's pass onto the stick. This is Wenshaw. Wenshaw, how many times have I said that today? Wenshaw continues to get the puck onto his stick and is unable to release the big wrister as those defense have been hounding him from Edina. Great space and great gap control, hounding him for Edina. Out to neutral zone. This is Savell. Savell pushing it forward, cuts to his forehand, cutting into the middle, and right as he goes to release the pass, he gets knocked down, and great play there by the Woodbury defense. Cleaning it up in the dirty zone there, Dressler doing a great job. Edina's getting pucks and men this shift down into that dirty zone below the dots, and Dressler broke up a scoring chance just a moment ago. 6:50 remains in the second period. We're coming up on the midpoint of the game. 6:50 remains. These are 12-minute periods. We're going to stop as you play. Face-off coming right in front of the Edina bench. Got a few advertisers I'd like to mention. They have made it possible for today's production and offset some of the costs incurred by Edina Hockey Association. Punch Bowl is a great place for a season-ending team party. Punch Bowl social in the West End up in St. Louis Park. Also a couple others we'll mention as the game goes on. Out to the neutral zone. This is Arthur. Arthur up to Flynn. Flynn looks, he's got Schmitz. Chooses the pass option far side. Getting a little bit turnaround there is Hagen. Back to the point, kept in by a pinching Arthur. Arthur down to Mickelson. His shot goes just wide. Is that Mickelson? Yeah, Flynn. He's got Mickelson lurking over on the back door. Now out to the neutral zone. This is a Russian Christensen. One thing I've noticed is Christensen's very, very, very comfortable getting up involved in the play. Christensen loves leading that rush from defense. Now you can see him hustling to get back and cover in front of the net. Kind of all over the ice defender. Reminiscent of Phil Housley back in the day for you old schoolers. More modern era, maybe the way Nick Letty played in high school. Back to the point, Hall not quite able to keep it in. We're now into the second half of the game. 5:32 remaining in the second period. 5:32 remaining in the second period. State Run Hats, stay tuned at the end of the game. State Run Hats is sponsoring the State Run game recap. At the end of the game, I will go over some of the big themes of the game summary, game recap, sponsored by State Run. State Run hats also sold at the apparel stand this weekend, and then a lot of people interested in a certain model called the Billy Fish. There's a Billy Fish hat. You can go online to staterun.com to see that one. I want to thank State Run, so be sure to stay tuned. End of the game, we'll have the State Run game recap. Dumped in by Larson. Larson sending Alcides on the forecheck. Alcides, also known as the hound dog for this team, and you see him hounding down low on the forecheck. Breakout opportunity near wall. Hagen gets around one defender, but loses the puck in the process. Great play there by Howe. Not giving up anything. Howe able to tip that puck away and regain possession for Woodbury. Here comes O'Reilly. O'Reilly crosses the blue line and out to neutral, but the pass doesn't connect, and a little bit of back and forth this shift. Eventually winds up onto the stick of Woodbury's Dressler. He's going to try the rush this time, but like others before him, runs into some traffic, loses the puck, and now it's dumped down where O'Reilly tries to map out his breakout. Strategizes and chooses the best option along the far wall, but Winger's not quite ready for it. It hits the skate and kept in. This time Vose gets another chance to pull it out of the zone, and this time he does. Vose out to the neutral zone, looks to headman the puck, chooses the skate option instead, and Austin gets in a little bit ahead of the play offside. 4 minutes to go, second period. 4 minutes to go. We get a stoppage play. Face off right in front of the scorer's table. Puck is dropped and we're back to the action. A little bit of back and forth in the neutral zone, eventually popping out to Corona. Corona chipping it along the wall. This is Lynch. Lynch chips it down to the corner. He's got Savell in the slot, but he can't quite get there first as Christensen tips it away. Christensen now takes it behind his goal and works a breakout on our near wall. Up ahead to Luberts. Luberts into the middle. He finds Wenshaw. Wenshaw tries to pull it over to his backhand, but a stick tips it away in the process. And we're going to stay in the zone with Woodbury. Big wrist shot. This one goes just wide of the goal. Lichtenberger not giving him much to shoot at. One of the things that we'll track is the shots on goal. Also want to point out at the youth ages, a lot of times the shooters don't see a lot to shoot at and end up shooting high and wide if the goaltender's in the right position. And we've certainly seen that from Lichtenberger and Tomashka today. 2:50 remains in the middle period. We're still scoreless. Circle move there by MTL, but he can't quite escape the zone. Second time's a charm. It's thrown out by Wenshaw, but he'll have to get back in pursuit. Arthur for Edina back into his own end and circling behind the goal. Comes up near side. Oh, and it's a turnover into the slot, but just goes right past the stick of Wenshaw. Nice play there on the forecheck by Luberts. Corona, far side, crosses the blue, through into the neutral, gains the blue line. Greenbaum throws it the length of the ice and sends Arthur back trying to work on his breakout, but hounded by the forecheck. Nice play there. I think that's Husebo. Husebo botting him up down along the wall. Husebo playing it from his feet, can't quite get it onto his stick blade. Edina with a 3-on-1 opportunity. Mickelson coming in, over to Mickelson. Mickelson is on the far wing, and he was looking to get the pass. Never quite got through. Flynn saw him and couldn't quite get that pass through. Out to the neutral zone. Here's Greenbaum. Just 1 minute, 23 seconds remaining in the second period. We're still scoreless. I think the story of the game, if you've just tuned in, these two teams are pretty evenly matched, and they've negated each other's offense. They've really been able to muck things up defensively and stop each other from getting those high-quality scoring chances. So the end result is we've had a very even game thus far. Shots on goal, both teams with 7. Shots on goal, 7-7 thus far. 7-7 are the shots on goal. Austin in the face-off circle. Eventually has a pop-out back to his stick, chips it down to the corner with 1 minute remaining in the second. Edina sets up their cycling. Back to the point. Burnside chipping it down low. Burnside chips it down low. We're now into the final minute of this period, still scoreless. Bose. Pass does not connect, and Anderson breaks it out for Woodbury. Stepping in with the puck is Luberts, but they're just a tiny bit offside. Neutral zone faceoff. 40 seconds remaining. 40 seconds remaining in the period. Score still 0-0. Edina pinned back into their end. Oh, their breakout pass gets to the blue line, but not out, where it's kept in by Dressler. Dressler headmans the puck, and little opportunity there for Anderson, but when he turned with it, he ran into Edina's player. Good defense there by Hall. Hagen, breaks it up into the center. It's a high-risk maneuver, but the pass connects, and all of a sudden, Edina's 3-on-2 the other way. Hall gains his own. Spinorama passes into the middle. Period is ending. 3-2-1. That's going to do it, folks. We're still scoreless after 2. Still scoreless after 2. But holy cow, what an excitement. What excitement there. 7-7 are your shots. We're going to take a minute break and be right back. to the action here. Entering is Lynch. Lynch entering the zone, but loses the puck as he runs into, story of the game, yet another hounding Woodbury defender. We've seen that both ways. If you just joined us, score is 0-0, 10 minutes, 35 seconds remaining in the game. Neither team has really been able to generate a lot of scoring chances. Through the first period, shots were 6-5. Through 2 period, shots are 7-7, which means there were only 3 shots total that found their way to the goal in the second period. Really has been the story of the game. These two teams have negated each other. Very, very evenly matched game. And like I said, they have negated each other. Good scoring chance there, and it slides just under the pad. Crom hits the side of the goal. Crom, Johnny on the spot with the rebound. Unable to quite bear it. Tripping the call. Our first penalty of the game. Greenbaum's going off for tripping. That gives us a red and black power play. Red and black, one of the sponsors of the event today. Red and black has really taken the Twin Cities by storm with high school and now youth leagues, red and black leagues. If you're interested in trying to find some additional hockey, they used to be focused in the West Metro. Now they're across all of the Twin Cities. They have high school leagues in the spring and fall, and in the fall they're going to have youth league that really assists with tryout preparation. So red and black leagues sponsor, and this is a red and black power play for Edina. 9:40 remains in the game. Greenbaum's first name is Gabrick. This is the Squirt age group, which puts kids right around age 10. So you can only imagine how he was named. Former Wild player Marion Gabrick. 30 seconds have elapsed on this man advantage for Edina. Played out to Arthur. Arthur chips it into the zone, but everyone from Edina had to tag up, so they're unable to gain possession and regain possession. And as we've said throughout the game, no one's really able to generate a lot of time and room to make plays. These two teams have speed that has negated each other. Half of the penalty has expired, 1 minute to go in the man advantage for Edina. And despite being shorthanded, it's still the same where Woodbury is able to get enough activity around the Edina puck carrier on this power play, and they've kept the shots at bay. They've kept Edina at bay and the shots from coming. Vose is out with Hagen. It's Austin in the middle. Austin wins the faceoff in the direction of Hagen. Hagen enters the zone but loses the puck, and breakout opportunity that connects. They're going to work it up through the middle. Corona stepping up. Excuse me, not Corona. That's Anderson, T-Money. Anderson for Woodbury. 2-on-2 opportunity, but losing the puck far side. Regaining it is Hagen. Hagen's puck is down into that dirty zone, chipped out where it's kept in by Corona. Corona with a big wrister, and this one gets deflected by the glove of Christensen. Shaking it off, folks, shaking it off as he took it right in the mitt. Here comes Anderson. Anderson not quite able to get that burst of speed through there. The Edina player had the momentum and able to knock him off the puck. Shots are now 8-8. We're 8 minutes to go in this game. Still scoreless at 0. 8-8, still scoreless.
Woodbury now at full strength.
Hagen. Woodbury's now full strength. Trying to break out along the far wall, but there's 3 Edina players there. They're able to keep it in. Hall dumps it down into the corner. Here comes Christensen. Couple whacks at it trying to break out near side, but they can't quite get it through. Down on the ice, fighting hard is Alcides. Eventually he throws the puck in the direction of his teammate, and here comes Anderson. Anderson cuts to the middle, runs into Corona. Great play there by Corona. Big wrist shot, saved by Lichtenberger. We're still scoreless. Probably one of the best shots we've seen since the first period. 7:11 remains in the game. 7:11 remains in regulation. And I'm going to start saying in regulation because I have a feeling we might get some free hockey today. I got rickrolled I just got rickrolled by Robin Cook, public address announcer, playing a little Rick Astley. 7 minutes to go in this regulation. We're still scoreless. Edina plays it out to the neutral zone. Here's Savell. Savell fights a battle along the end wall, but Wenshaw knocks him off the puck, and good play by Woodbury that winds up coming right back to Luberts. Luberts looks for Wenshaw. O'Reilly gets in the way, tries a breakout pass. They turn right into Crom and lose the puck in the process. Slightly offside, unable to get out of the zone as Luberts will get a face-off coming in front of the scorers table. 6:33 remains. We are still tied 0-0. 6:33 remains. Game 1 of 7, Championship Sunday. Want to thank everybody for watching. Game 1 of 7, Squirt C Championship. Edina green against Woodbury white. Edina green, wearing the white jerseys. Woodbury white, wearing the dark. Another whistle and a stoppage. Also want to mention one of our other sponsors is Missing Pieces. Missing Pieces is an escape room. Missing Pieces is a great place to go to channel your Lara Croft or Indiana Jones. If you want to be an adventurer and problem-solving puzzle room escape artist, Missing Pieces in Edina is a great place. I deal with a group of anywhere from 4 to 6. I think on the upper end you might want to try their most challenging room with 10, but Missing Pieces also part of reducing the production costs today, making these games possible. Far side breakout opportunity. Tripping is going to be the call. I think it's going to be Schmitz that goes off for the trip. Maybe not. It is that Hagen? They call it on Flynn. Flynn, 2-minute minor for tripping. That gives Woodbury a red and black power play. Out at the neutral zone, Vose with the steal temporarily as he has it taken off of his stick by Anderson. Anderson tries to get to his forehand. Power play scoring chance. He went 5-hole, but it's stopped by Lichtenberger, who closes that gap with his stick. Dropped to his knees and gets the cover. We're still scoreless, but a great scoring chance there on the power play for T-Money. Anderson with a great scoring chance. Face-off win from Woodbury. Over to Anderson. Anderson with the backhand. It's down in the dirty zone and reaching for it just beyond his outstretched backhand is Luberts. Excuse me, that's Wenshaw. Wenshaw out with Luberts and Anderson, and they've already had 2 great scoring chances. We're just 30 seconds into this man advantage. Got a roster for the next game. It features 2 Edina teams. I'm looking forward to that one. Point blank. Trying to get the cover. Lichtenberger's just a wall. Lichtenberger, 3, 4, 5 saves. What a sequence, folks. Lichtenberger, 3, 4, 5 saves down low. Holy cow, we're still scoreless. Lichtenberger, like an octopus, stopping everything Woodbury's throwing at him. Folks, moments ago, shots were 7-7 through 2 periods. We had only seen 3 shots in the entire second period both ways, 3 shots total, and now Woodbury's blossomed up to 14-8 on the shot ticker. Turns out all they needed was a man advantage, and all of a sudden it's just a flurry. 4 minutes 54 to go in regulation. 56 seconds remaining in that red and black power play opportunity, and Woodbury is really throwing everything at Edina. The only reason we're tied is because of Lichtenberger in goal. He has been outstanding. J.J. Lichtenberger, so nice they named him twice. J.J. Lichtenberger really has been the story of the third period so far. He's the #1 reason we're tied. .444 remaining in this regulation. Still 40 seconds left in the man advantage for Woodbury. Still 40 seconds remaining. Now they try to get out of their end and take one last chance to exploit this advantage with the tripping penalty to Flynn. Only 2 penalties called so far this game, 1 tripping both sides. Edina unable to really generate anything on their power play, and it's been quite the opposite as Woodbury had just a flurry, just an onslaught. Corona tries to skate it out of the zone, but runs into a couple black jerseys. Eventually gets a second chance. This time it's just a clear, gains the neutral zone, and Corona, credit him, he buys the Hornets enough time for that penalty to expire. They're back to full strength. They are back to full strength. Faceoff comes right in front of the Woodbury bench. Faceoff is right in front of the Woodbury bench. And be sure to stay tuned for the State Run game recap. We'll have that at the conclusion of today's game. 3 themes, what transpired during this game. Stay tuned when the game ends for a moment. You can hear the State Run game recap. I want to thank our sponsor, State Run. If you're looking for some nice lifestyle apparel, great hats, some hockey lifestyle hats as well, State Run. A lot of people like a fishing themed hat they call the Billy Fish. It's a baseball cap with some real nice graphics. 3:30 remains. We've got a scrum along the wall. The puck is yet to be dislodged. When it does come out, it's onto the stick of Arthur on the point for Edina. Championship game. This is a biggie, folks. This is a championship game. Cover by Lichtenberger. They give him a whistle. This is what you play for. This is what you play for. You just know how it's going to end, whether it's a goal in regulation or a sudden death goal in overtime, or if it comes down to a shootout, there's going to be jubilation on one side and heartbreak on the other. It's about as big a stakes as you get during a Squirt C season. With no state tournament, the O'Connor is one of the biggies. This is a major on the schedule, and these teams are really leaving it all on the ice today. 2:45 remains. Point blank scoring chance from Flynn, and he sends that one just wide. Corona shot from the point, hits a skate and goes into the corner. Breakout opportunity. Dressler plays along the wall. This is Alcides. Alcides out to the neutral zone, but loses possession of it. Corona's pass hits Schmidt. Schmidt enters far side looking for a wrister. Tries to get that one to a streaking line mate on a center line rush, but it doesn't quite connect. And with 2 minutes to go, Woodbury escapes the zone. Big man coming through. This is Husebo. Husebo trying to get the puck over to Alcides. Shot in the direction of the net by MTL. Takagawa Litkin, if you just joined us. Takagawa Litkin. MTL for short for Woodbury. 1:44 remains. What once was 7-7 through 2 periods. Shots are now 15-8, favoring Woodbury. They're 15, now 16 shots, but none of them have gotten past that man. That is Lichtenberger for Edina. Out to the neutral zone. This is Hagen. Hagen cuts to his forehand, tries to get the shot off. Great active sticks there by the defender. Looks like it was a back-checking Luberts. Luberts coming all the way back and bailing out Woodbury. I know Dressler was in there as well, but when you get forwards that are back-checking that hard at this age, teenagers, we expect back-checking. When you get kids that are this committed to playing both ends, two-way forwards, it's no surprise Woodbury's been able to keep Edina off the board. Great play there by Luberts getting back to help out Dressler. Just 1 minute, 5 seconds left. Edina dumps it down and tries to establish their forecheck. Folks, there's just 1 minute to go in a tie game. 1 minute to go. We are at 0-0. It's been a thriller. Don't let the score deceive you. If you just tune in, this game has been exciting. It was pretty even. We got a nice call. Pretty even through 2 periods. Not a lot of scoring chances because of the ability for these 2 teams to cancel each other out. But in this 3rd period, it's been almost all Woodbury with multiple good scoring chances and a flurry of activity on the power play. Lichtenberger for Edina, keeping this one scoreless. And it's just been a thrilling championship game here for the Bob O'Connor tournament. It comes onto the stick of Wenshaw. Wenshaw tries to find a way to get it over to his forehand, gets stuck in his feet, but he gets the puck back onto his stick blade with 20 seconds left, spinning toward the slot. Can't quite get the pass through. Here comes Liam Lynch. Liam Lynch, probably not the same Liam Lynch that sings United States of Whatever, one of my favorite songs to play anytime there's a penalty. Liam Lynch, the other Liam Lynch. 6 seconds to go in this regulation time, just 6 seconds to go. Faceoff comes in front of the penalty box. Neutral zone. Folks, this is going to end 0-0. Shots on goal for the game, 16 for Woodbury. That means they had 9 in the 3rd period. All right, so I'll go through the save summary for you and then a little recap here on the format. So Edina Green has mustered shots, 5 in the first, 2 in the second, 1 in the third for a game total of 8. That means Elias Tomaska has made 8 saves. Edina Green, 5 first period shots, 2 and 1 in the second and third, gives them 8. Elias Tomaska with 8 saves, all 8. Going the other way, Woodbury with 6 first period shots, 1 in the second. They did manage 9 in the third, 9 in the third. Mentioned that power play. And that means J.J. Lichtenberger. So nice they named him twice. J.J. with 16 saves thus far. Format for overtime is going to be 5 minutes running time, 5 minutes running time. And at that point, let's see, 5 minutes, 5 on 5. Should we remain tied? It's sudden death. Should we remain tied, it'll be 4 on 4 for 5 minutes, followed by a shootout. So running time, this is going to go pretty quickly. Both coaches lining up their strategy. Edina puts out Flynn, Schmitz, and Mickelson. Going the other direction, I see Anderson, Wenshaw, and it looks like the far wing is either Crom or Luberts. On defense, some names we've been calling all day. Dressler and Howe, which means Christensen and Greenbaum come out next for outstanding defense for Woodbury. Edina starts out with Burnside and Hall. Burnside and Hall to start out. Pressure increased. It's not noon yet, but it's a lot of pressure here as we enter overtime. Tomaszka with the save. Elias Tomaska. Welcome to my house, and my house is Braemar Arena. Edina does not want to lose on their home turf. Woodbury looking to come in from those St. Paul suburbs and escape with the Bob O'Connor crown. 4 minutes to go in our overtime. 4 minutes to go. Both teams opt for the line change. Arthur, Vos, Austin, Hagen, and O'Reilly for Edina. Alcides is out with Crom and Larson. Defensemen, as I mentioned, Greenbaum and Christensen. Greenbaum and Christensen. Here comes Hagen. Great play. Great play to break it up by Christensen. Forces Edina to skate in offside. Great play by Christensen. Said his name all game long. Earlier, he looked to be a little bit more apt to join the rush as we've tightened up late in the game, not wanting to give up any scoring chances. He's been a lockdown standout defender. Christensen for Woodbury. He's just been outstanding. Here comes Austin. Austin's got Hagen. 3-on-1 opportunity. Austin's shot whistles just wide into the corner, and Hagen gets there first. Hagen with a centering pass doesn't quite connect, and Woodbury tries to break it out, but a hounding forecheck. Great play there by Vos. Vos tries to get it into the middle. It goes through the stick of Greenbaum, but on to Christensen. Christensen out to the neutral zone and dumped in. Just 2 minutes, 50 seconds to go in this one. Edina brings it in offside. We'll get a stoppage of play. I mentioned earlier, running time for this sudden death overtime. We're now at the midpoint of the 5 minutes, and this will be over before you know it. Should there be no goal, we will have a 4-on-4 overtime, and then the coach's thumb wrestle. 2:25 remains. Dumped in by Woodbury. Regrouping into his own end. I think it's O'Reilly. Played out to the neutral zone. Pass from Howe up to the wingers. Arrives in the zone just a little bit before MTL can get back onside. 2 minutes to go. 2 minutes to go. It's a crucible. Lots of pressure here. It's a highly charged environment. And folks, I'm loving it. This is John Conley. Edina Hockey Association Championship Sunday, Bob O'Connor tournament, and I am loving it here. No place I'd rather be. Big wrist shot just wide of the mark. That's Husebo. Husebo's a big man for this level and gets the puck onto his stick. Husebo with a slapper, rebound, 2 more saves by Lichtenberger, point blank backhand by Luberts. Denied by Lichtenberger. What excitement, folks. J.J. Lichtenberger. 1 minute remains. 1 minute remains in our running time overtime. Edina has gotten 1 shot to goal during the overtime, but Woodbury with 3. Really the story of the third period and beyond is just how dominant Woodbury has been in terms of possession and zone time, but still unable to solve the riddle that's named J.J. Lichtenberger. This is a wide angle shot that just misses the mark. Down in the corner goes, I think that's O'Reilly who had pinched up from the blue line. Cover, and a face-off to his left. Tomashka adding to his save count. Edina is now into double digits on the shots. Just 15 seconds remains. Clock is running. Running time overtime. 15 seconds remains. It's funny, we actually saw Edina go for the face-off, the line change during the face-off there. I think Woodbury in their own end might be the team that wants to run the clock out. It's going to do it for the fourth period, folks. Fourth period, we are still tied. We're going to enter the second overtime session. This will be 4-on-4 skaters with a goalie for 5 minutes. 4-on-4 overtime. And what generally happens is you end up with some odd man rushes because it's like a 4-legged stool that's missing a leg, and it seems like there's always something missing. So as they line up and they're accustomed to having maybe left wing, center, right wing, you'll see somebody fill that open space, and then when the puck pops out, it should go the other way. Usually there's somebody missing. So I'm expecting an odd man rush to lead to a big scoring chance sometime soon. Lynch, and Savell. Going the other direction, it is Anderson and Wenshaw. And as you can see, the way they've lined up, the wings are not across from each other. If they can play it over to a wing, he's going to have a little bit of white space. Grabbing the puck and entering the zone is T-Money. It's Anderson with a backhand down in front. Wenshaw can't quite get it reined in, but he was trying to reel that one in and get a shot to goal. This one's dumped in offside. Dressler throws it in. We'll get a center ice faceoff. 4 minutes, 30 seconds remains in this one. Okay, go. Here we go again. Good music here, played by our public address announcer, Robin Cook. Burnside chips it in a little bit too far for Lynch.
Escape Games is a family-owned
Breakout opportunity
and
for
operated.
Christensen. Christensen bangs it off the wall to the blue line, not out, kept in by Edina. Here comes Lynch. Lynch with a counter move, and he brings it to his forehand. Big shot, and this one gets knocked down. Traffic. Christensen out to the neutral zone. No, check that. Savell with the steal. Savell trying to get the puck into the slot. He's got numbers, and odd man rush the other way, just like I anticipated. Anderson, T-Money for the game winner. Can he finish? T-Money, backhand. T-Money buries it, and Woodbury has captured the Bob O'Connor Championship. T-Money, Anderson buries it, takes it in, wide side, forehand, over to the backhand, and slides it past J.J. Lichtenberger. Holy cow! What a finish, folks. What a finish. Want to thank everybody for watching. This is John Conley, our producer, John Sands, camera operator, Tommy Henches. What a thrill. It was my pleasure to bring you today's game. Want to give you the State Run summary, State Run game recap. Folks, I think the first theme I want to mention is we had swarming defense hounding each other. Going to identify those players both ways. Arthur, Burnside, Hall, Corona, O'Reilly for Edina. Great defensive pressure, canceling things out. The other direction, Woodbury, Howe, Dressler, Christensen, and Greenbaum. Wow. Definitely one of the game recap, one of the themes of the game is how strong those 9 defenders were, really doing an outstanding job. This game was scoreless through 4 periods. Second story of the game is our goaltending. Tomashka, good in goal. He gets the shutout. Tomashka, just outstanding the other direction. Unbelievable performance. So nice they named him twice, J.J. Lichtenberger. So State Run themes, also goaltending, Lichtenberger, outstanding. And it took an odd man rush, just as I predicted. When you get to 4-on-4, that's what happens. A lot of pressure down for Edina. The puck pops out, and it's a breakout opportunity. Folks, when the sun goes down, the stars come out, and shining brightly, T-Money, Anderson with that backhand goal to win this one. So those are the themes of the game and the State Run game recap. I want to thank everybody for watching from Edina, Braemar Arena. See ya.